Hello, I'm Zari, and this is my first impression of Nightreign, Elden Ring Nightreign. uh, I played like 7 hours yesterday. I'm not experienced like veteran Souls player. I beat only like Dark Souls 2, which I didn't beat Dark Souls 1 because Dark Souls 2 came out when I started to play Dark Souls 1 like a week before Dark Souls 2 came out, so I didn't beat it. And I never like came back to it to beat it. I didn't play Dark Souls. I played all of the DLCs as well to Dark Souls 2. I beat this game like a few times at least, but it was like 10 years ago. Then I had potato. My PC was too potato to play Dark Souls 3, but so when I finally upgraded my PC just before Elden Ring came out, I had an occasion to play Dark Souls 3, but I played like 10 hours and then Elden Ring came out, so I played Elden Ring and beat it. So yeah, I'm not like this pro experience player that will beat any boss one-handed while standing on the other hand on a dense mat on the ceiling, blindfolded. But I could beat this game reasonably in a reasonable time, I guess. Anyway, if you haven't played Elden Ring, I feel like Elden Ring Nightreign might be a bit confusing if you only played like other Souls games, because it plays a lot or like Elden Ring with additional elements on top of it and different formula than other Souls game. So, do I like it? Simple answer: it was less than I expected. But first, let's say about visual atmosphere and how it looks. Oh, stopped my I stopped my gameplay, of course. So loading, of course, brain fart. Because I just thought about redoing the whole thing again, but forget about it. I'm not doing this like for the sixth time. It looks most likely. It looks like Elden Ring and plays like Elden Ring with like this whole battle royale roguelike dynamic on top of it. This is like the shortest format I could say about it after like playing for a few hours. The move set is similar. The enemies are from sometimes mostly like the like general enemies are from the Elden Ring, but there are few enemies that are from the other games, especially bosses that are sourced from the other games. And so there are some bosses that are completely new. And I think like all of the Night Lords I've seen so far, the last bosses are completely new. So how it plays? Basically, you have 3 days. Like you have a day one, like 2 days and 3 nights actually, right? It's 3 day and night cycle. On the day, you have your typical battle royale gameplay, where you have like map with locations to explore, loot, level up, and you have like a zone that just closes up to like single like arena for the boss fight. When the where the map just encloses the zone encloses to the smallest point, the night starts. and you have first like some minions to kill, and then a boss to fight with. If you die, if all of you die there on the night, you end the run. The run is over. But if you die at any point in the day, it's you can still play. You just respawn, lose level, and you can just go. So you don't need to be that much worried about your dying, but you are punished for it. Simply, you lose time, you lose level. What I notice is that at the beginning of the run, you like the level 1 of your character is you have your character on the level 1 has so little HP that even a simple enemy that you can two shot you as well. So you need to defeat those enemies and rush to the site of grace as quickly as you can, just to have like level 2 or level 3, and then you can comfortably just explore map. Other than that, like the gear, you can have up to like 6 pieces of gear and like some amulets and some consumables. So there's like a lot of variation. Most of those consumables, most of those items are from Elden Ring. So if you played a lot of Elden Ring, you'll be familiar with how they play out. But you have no encumbrance here. You have no armor here, just the items, and all of the items that you have except like consumables, just by the fact you have them in your equipment, they give something for you, like simple bonus. For example, you can have you can keep a piece of gear just because they just boost the gear you want to use. You don't really have to juggle between all of the like 6 weapon and shields that you have. You can just choose one and then try to gather other items that just boost your like main weapon that you choose for this run. You can also upgrade those gear, and you can buy something from a merchant. Although like upgrading, it's very easy to upgrade like from like common to uncommon, I think, but upgrading anything more than that, it's I rarely I think I only like once or twice saw that item dropped. It never was available in any shop. So it's very hard. So most likely you want to choose a weapon that's already like of better rarity, but it's not always. Sometimes you want moveset, sometimes you want like art that is tied to a weapon. For example, there's a lot of weapons that have like golden vow or something that you can buff yourself and your party for boss encounters. So you can I kept sometimes I kept item that otherwise was useless to me. It didn't have any like bonus that would benefit me with the build I was going for, but I just had like golden vow on it. So there's a lot of things to watch about, and rarely it's not like every item there's only like 5 or 6 items that are useful for your build. You can use a lot more of them in many ways, so I like that. So it's the stats itself. After like level 4, you don't I didn't feel like I was that much stronger. However, like having this extra large health and stamina bar and MP bar definitely helps. Also, you are there are no stats requirements for the items, but there are level requirements. So you need like level 12 to wear like items that are of legendary quality slash rarity. So sometimes dying during the day and losing this level might force you to use items that you didn't want to. But it's very rare to have this issue. What about like just gameplay? I played solo. Solo queue was pretty fast. However, like on after like the first expedition, after finishing the first expedition, when I fought like Cerberus boss with like sword, and I unlocked all the other expeditions, sometimes I had to wait like a minute or two. So it, I wonder how it would be after like a month or two. For now, it worked, so I didn't have issue with that. You can communicate with other people via pings on the map mostly. So sometimes you can come to agreement with other people, because I feel like most after like few hours I feel like a lot of people had like some understanding, about a similar understanding to me. I'm not claiming that I like figured the game out, but like something like, okay, let's move to the next closest thing. Let's start from the outside of the map first, because when the map closes, we will not we'll still have options to like gear up and level up and etc. And if possible, we want to have more Estus flasks, basically, so visiting a chapel is always a good choice. More so sometimes, because I played with random people, they just ignored my pings and just went whatever. Sometimes I just followed other people, and it sometimes it's for more of the time, maybe not sometimes, but it seemed to work. The game is fast paced enough that I didn't feel like I was just running and running and running. There was some enemies here and there, but like going inside a dungeon by yourself, you need a lot of confidence to that. You need a lot of and you're risking a lot. You risk because if you die where there's no one there, there's no one to revive you. And even if you die, sometimes the situation is so hard, so risky for the player, that they might not revive you in time, because you just went into pack of enemies, and before they finished like dealing with those enemies or luring them away, you already like were like past the time for your resurrection, and you respawn. Simply enough. Moving around the map is pretty okay, although like you can see here, sometimes you need to just press or not press W to when you are flying or get something. Still didn't figure out how to use this hawk. Like here I didn't know how to turn, so I almost flew out of the zone. So the zone started to chasing me. Sometimes you can get like because the zones and the map is quite vertical, you might get yourself trapped. Because all those like jumping spots are only in specific places, so you need to be environmentally aware of your surroundings and where the zone is, where the zone will be, and just keep this in mind, because the zone hurts. If you don't have any site of grace nearby, you might just run out of Estus's flask before you outrun the zone. So keep it in mind. Randomness on the run. After 7 hours of play, I noticed like patterns. So I'm not sure how it would look like after like 30 or 40 hours, but I can tell that there are some the layout of the map and general layout of the map is the same, and just like I feel like there are some spawning points where something might be generated on the map or not. However, it's in general it's similar enough for me to notice some patterns. Of course, I'm not talking about like the nights, where when you can see the boss fight, which starts with like some minions. There is there is some variety, but at least to me, I have like few bosses that repeated over and over. Although I feel like it depends on whether what expeditions you are going for. I'm not sure about it, but it just feels like some expeditions have like certain bosses more often. Okay, I didn't talk about this. There are few playable characters. I played like three, three for the most of the yesterday. I'm not sure if I will be playing all of them. I played this one. I don't remember their names, and I didn't check it before the recording. So I played. I think Vanguard. I don't know. The one that you can see, it's like the one you can play in the tutorial. It has very two simple abilities, which I really like the mobility of this class. Four. It has a hook which can hook you to something or something to you, depending on whether this thing is a boss, is like is bigger than you or smaller. I feel it generally it feels right when you use it. I didn't have like this like should I even be able to pull it to me or like that, or why am I pulled towards it? It's smaller than me. I didn't have any of that, and each of our character has their own like ultimate ability, uh, which you get back with time, but mostly I feel like you with like dealing damage to things. Okay, going with that. In terms of like story and lore, I don't really care. I'll just watch Vati later or something. NPCs seems alright. Music and sounds. Well, it has the like. I feel like it has the same-ish music. If you have like a boss from Dark Souls One, it would have music as it was in Dark Souls One. At least I think so. I don't. I played not that much of Dark Souls One to like know all of the music, especially on some niche bosses. That you'll not really see that much in like videos of about Dark Souls. But generally speaking, the music seems alright. The feeling of the game feels alright. If you like Elden Ring, I feel like you might like the feeling of the game style. However, if you like just explore and just chill out, I'm not sure that's game for you because it's really fast paced. You are inclined to just move around the map, choose where to go there, kill things, choose your equipment before the night will come. So it's not the game where you just explore and think about the lore of things or whatever. Okay, my performance of the game, this was last thing about from my notes here. So performance, I feel like for the most part it was smooth. However, I'm not sure about the parkour thing. You can jump really high, but sometimes you get locked, sometimes you are not. I think I need to figure it out just by playing, so it's not that big of a minus. But sometimes I feel like I felt like I climbed or not climbed at something that I should or should not climb. But it might be just my feeling. I I didn't have any disconnect. I didn't have any like crash of the game during like 7 hour of game time. So that's pretty nice, I would say. Uh, However, I had a few performance drops. It didn't kill me, but it could. For like, I had like few like encounters and or like when a lot of things happened in like close space. Uh, I feel like I started to see pixels. I had like a little of a FPS drop, but that's it. For the most part, I could move my character. Just it just was pixelated. So if you don't like that, it is what it is. It didn't bother me that much, but it is a performance drop, so I'm saying it. Okay, the closing thoughts, because this is, oh my god, 21 minutes. I messed up. I need to. I messed up. I just went past 21 minutes and 37 seconds point of the video. However, I closing thoughts about this would be, I like this game. I think I was not that much hyped on this game, but I wanted to play it on the premiere. And if you are watching it like in a month or two, it might change, but for now I want to play and see how it would go, since this game, I feel this game has potential. It uses formulas from other games and twisted its own formula to match the vibe very, very well. And do I recommend it? If you have friends to play with, go for it. It would be a really nice experience to play with other people. If you are solo, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's not for everyone. I've to play solo. If you like interaction with the other players more and just ponder with your friends, this is not a game. This game you'll feel something missing in this game. I did feel it, but I still feel like this game is worth it, especially because of the price. This game, for its price, I feel like this game delivers, and it's worth the money, which is not something you could say about every game that, even if it's like asset reusing of its own assets or remake or anything. This game plays really well, and I will keep playing it. We'll see. I'm want to kill every expedition boss at least once. We will see if the game will keep me playing until that. But given my skill level, I might, and because I play solo, it might take some time. So we'll see. I plan to stream today and maybe have some more thoughts later about after like 20-hour mark or 30-hour mark. But however, for now, I think this game is worth its money. Especially if you have friends to play with. But remember, this game does not have crossplay, so you need to So you need to think about it before you play this game to buy it on the same platform as your friends. And for now, I guess that's all. I'm not sure how to end the video, but so I'm ending it like this. See you on the streams, although we'll see how far I will endure the streaming, because it's getting on my voice how the people are doing it for so long.